In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the Divi Builder to create a slider that has a changing background but static text. So that way you can sort of keep the same text on screen and simply cycle through the background to get a neat effect for people who land on your site. So let's get started. So I've got this little page here, which is just a test page on a test site that I'm using to create a series of Divi videos, and I've got nothing on there at the moment yet. I'm going to go to Enable Visual Builder to get started. I'm going to build from scratch. And I'm going to actually close this, and I'm going to insert a full width row and choose a full width slider. And I'm just going to click tick for now, and I'm going to remove this row. So at the moment we have this is our slide. I'm going to actually just go in, and we've got two slides here. I'm going to delete the first one, and I'm just going to change this background to say a black, just so we can see what we're doing here. And what I'm essentially going to do, put that as a panel so we can see. I'm going to go up here to this slide, this first slide, and click the little cog symbol, go to text, and this is where I'm just going to add in the text I want to have on every single slide. So we'll just speed ahead on that. Okay, so I've got something pretty basic here. It's just this keep moving forward, sign up to a newsletter. It's nothing, not necessarily anything I'd actually put into an actual slideshow, but you get the idea. We've got something we want here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a background over here. And I'm going to actually bin this because I don't want it to be green. I'm going to make it black, and I'm going to go over here and choose an image. And I'm just going to choose something like this, and we have our background. Now, one thing I want to do too is I want to make sure I get as much done on this first slide as possible, because actually what we're going to do is simply duplicate the slide and change the background. So at the moment it's set to cover, which is all good. I'm going to go to our design, and you can style this how you want. There's things such as, you know, your title text, you might want to change the size of a little bit. Maybe it's a bit big for you. You can actually add a more deliberate shadow. So if I go down here, text shadow, I'm going to make that full black. And maybe I'll do the same for the body text. Add another full shadow, make it black. And at the moment, you can sort of read it, but it's still a bit difficult. So, you know, what we might also do is go here to overlay and add a background overlay of black just to darken it up a little bit. And now we can see everything we want to see, and it looks pretty cool. Once again, make a few adjustments. Maybe make this padding 100 pixels, top and bottom. And we're happy. We've got our slide. We're good to go. So we click tick. So now what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this slide here. Go back into the cog, and we're just going to go into background and change this background image to something else. And click tick. And then we've got two slides now, and we're just going to go ahead. We're going to duplicate that process. Again, we're going to duplicate these slides and simply change the background. So I'll just speed through this a little bit. Okay, so now we have our 4 slides, and you know we've got our usual options there. Now, if you haven't ever used the Divi slider before, leave a comment below, and I will look at creating a video if I haven't already. I don't think I have. Actually, no, I might. I'll put a link below if I've got a video there. Otherwise, keep an eye out, and I will put one up soon. But that's basically it. We're styled, and we've got our 4 slides. So if I go into design here, so I'm not within any of the slides. If I am editing a slide, I just want to hit this little arrow up here next to slide settings to go back. Or of course, if you haven't saved your changes, click tick. And once I'm back in the full width slider settings, no arrow, I'll go to design here and scroll down to animation. And there's no animation at the moment. So if I tick, it just sort of changes. So I can change it to a fade and get a nice little fade through. I can obviously change it to a fold and things like that. But for now, for the best, I believe the best effect here, we're going to choose fade. And the animation duration, we can pop that up a bit. We can change the delay a little bit if we want to, so we get like a bit of a space, but I'm going to keep that at 0. We're going to click automatic animation. And this means, it says here 7,000 is the standard. That means about 7 seconds. We're going to change that to 3,000. And continue automatic slide on hover, so that way it continues even if our mouse is hovered over. So I click tick. And if you watch the slideshow, one thing is missing. As you can see, everything is fading through. But for some reason, if I exit the Visual Builder and save, we're getting this weird flash here. Let's get a better look. So now you can see the slides are sort of fading through, but with every slide, our text reappears again. And it's not exactly what we want. So I'm going to go back into the Visual Builder and we're going to add in a tiny bit of very simple code just to disable this from happening. So we hover over the gray box and click our cog icon to go back into the full width slider settings. We're going to go into advanced and down to custom CSS. And here under slide description, we're going to type in animation-name : space none and then a semicolon. And that stops the animation from happening in this area, which is the slide description. I can also add it in other areas, but we just need to add it here for now. And we have got a bit of a funny thing going on with the a bit of a flash between slides. I don't know why that is, but it still looks pretty good. So we've done that. We're going to exit the Visual Builder and we're going to look at the results. So now, as you can see, everything just travels on through and our text stays on top and we get a pretty cool effect. So that is essentially how you can do it. You can set up, like what I could do, I recommend getting that first slide right, getting exactly how you want. And even then, even if it's not right, as long as you know which images you want to use, you can delete all the other slides, change that one, duplicate it again, pop those images back in the background, and it's pretty straightforward. So that's pretty much it. That's the video for today. Hope you found that one useful. If you did, please consider giving the video a like, and even if you want more Divi videos, consider subscribing. Any questions you have, please leave a comment below, and I hope to talk to you again soon. All right, see you later.